everybody, and welcome back to Route 7 Railway, and I hope I find you well. It's been a bit of a trying time over these last few weeks, hasn't it? I've been keeping myself busy, and I hope you have too. What we're going to look at now is the next couple of instalments on the layout and the progress. This is part 7, I think, part 7, and it's going to be split into 2 parts. So I hope you enjoy them, and I'll get back to you soon, and take care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye. See you soon. Hi, just a little update on what I've been doing about the raised section. I'm just starting to construct it now. Here is one of the sections of where the station is going to be. I've painted that up, and I've profiled the edge and the front. And here's some of the stanchions, those are legs that I'm going to use for the raised section. I've only roughly painted them. As you can see, there's a grain to it, so I think that looks better than having it being pristine smooth. So they're going to go in as supports, and so let's just see what they look like. I think they could look well. So I'll just start putting them up now, and we'll just have a little look at what it looks like. Hi everybody, quick update. A few decisions made about how to progress. I was talking about putting a 50mm sheet of XPS board over the layout, and because of cost and do I really need it and trying to keep things simple, I'm not doing that now. I'm going for a 10mm thick XPS board purely for the sound, and I can still make good use of that, and also the remainder of the sheets I can use for modelling, which I've got plans for. Another thing update is, I'll just show you, I'll just turn you around. I've put those feet on and I've painted them up, and I think they look quite reasonable actually as concrete supports. But what I'm finding is, especially here, these 2 corners here, I have a problem with the raised section in that here the wider radius that I want is cutting across the corner. So what I'm in the process of doing now is I'm cutting a piece of infill to go across there, which I'll then remodel to make it look like the rest of it, and I'm going to do the same in that corner there. So that's the job that I'm on at the moment. So I'm cracking on, filling in these corners to make it easier to get my curves in. So I'll speak to you soon, bye. Okay, right, I've cut this piece of MDF to fit quite nicely in there. Right, so that's going to cut my corner rather well, and I've done the same on this side. That's going to fit in there, so that should be okay. Now the problem, because I've trimmed the wood off previously, I've only got a narrow edge along there to fix it to. So what I'm going to do, because they're going to be out of sight, I'm going to glue a support in like so, and one like so, and then hopefully I can glue that and it will stay in place. So that might work. Let's have a go. Speak to you in a minute. Right, what I've been doing now is I've been working in this corner. I'll just show you. A bit too close there, sorry. Made you feel a bit sick there. In this corner, where I've filled in that corner there to take the curve, I'm doing a similar thing here. But what's going to happen in this corner is this whole corner is going to be scenic. And if you can see the line on the wall there, it's going to be a big rocky outcrop with tunnel entrances high and low here, and tunnel exits high and low here, going onto the bridge across here. Now, what I've done, I've just been using scraps of wood. I suppose I could have done it all in one piece, but I wanted to use the scrap wood to save waste. And I've cut various pieces to fit round the original raised section. The idea being that if I ever want to take it to bits, I can still retain the raised section. These little bits of board that I've put on here are going to be fitted underneath for each section to rest on and glue on, and I can have this in sections as well. So they're going to be added supports underneath, and then I can put less legs underneath, make it a bit more of a clearer if I have to go and retrieve a derailed train or anything like that. What I've done, I've set it back from the original lift out board edge because my bridges are going to come up this way. But what I'm doing, I'm going to make an extension. I'm in the process of doing that now, and it's going to be a piece that's going to overlap the whole thing here, like so. And then all I'll do is I'll cut the front edge of it where it, try and do it. I'll just, if that's where it's going to be, I'll come and adjust the front edge here to meet where the bridge is going to be. But that gives me leeway to play with, and that'll be a separate section. As you can see, I've drawn this line up here, and hopefully I'll be using some foam board or whatever to make that shape and then plaster it all. So underneath, at the moment it's full of supports temporarily, but once I put these white boards in and glue them in, they will do the job of at least some of them. I'll give you an update later once this is all done. So that's where we're at the moment, so that's looking good, and making use of waste materials as well. Great, love it. And my little F3 there is keeping me company. So speak to you after, bye bye. Right everybody, well all I can say is I love hot glue guns. This trusty old one here has been great. I've been going through hot glue like there's no tomorrow. So what I've done, as I spoke to you earlier, that's all the base frame in there, and I've put excess wood in there so I can trim it all back later. And now I've done this corner. Again, I've done excess wood, and I've drawn a rough line where I think I might make that fit in with the model and with my plan. So I put excess there so I can play with it. You know, if there's too much, you can just take a bit off, but if you take too much off or don't put enough out, you've had it. So that's where we're at, and I'm quite pleased with that. Bit of a plug to MOYCG, great group of people, love it. Just to show you now, I've pieced everything together in that corner. I've fitted it around the original second tier, as I say, in case I want to retain that at some point in the future. It's fitted all like a glove, as it were. It's all lift out. This just lifts away. That lifts away, and then this lifts away. To reveal that, and then these two pieces are separate. I can fix them together if I wish, but right at this point in time, I could glue the whole lot together, but I don't want to, just in case I want to make some changes. But that's looking great. This is the basic, just the base, if you like, the upper baseboard from what I've got planned. Sorry about moving the camera there. So that's going to give me loads of scope. I can just use this as a pointer. As you can see, I've just drawn down the wall along here, and I was thinking that might be giving me the rough outline of this hill or outcrop, and on the top of it I'm going to be able to put something, a feature on the top, maybe a church or something like that, make it look nice. I'm hoping to have, there's going to be a twin tunnel here, and then there'll be obviously tunnels here, and I can style them in any fashion I wish, different types of portal or the same portal. And here there's going to be where the twin track comes around, it'll come around here, and the twin track will emerge somewhere over here, and there'll be a twin portal there, twin track tunnel there, and there'll be some form of tunnel here, and then I'll model all this edge in at some point. And because here there's going to be a small TMD for the Heritage Railway to work on other trains, I've already got a plan for that one, a bit of a scene for that. So imagine a small TMD there. Maybe I want over here somewhere, I want to put a turntable in. So I have me steam trains around the turntable. Well, I suppose I could put it anywhere really, can't I? You know, I'm waffling here. But I could put it anywhere. But like I say, the basic framework's going in. I've put that TGV on there. That gives me the length of what I want to try and retain as a straight section of track. It's about 50, is it 58, 50 something inches long. That's 6-car unit. This is where I'll have the difficulty. Coming off here is fixed. I can put the point anywhere, but what I've got to do is I can create a nice curve, but I don't want the curve to suddenly have to sharpen up here. So I want it to look decent, and the same applies on that side. Those two there are the most difficult to get the curve right. It's not so much the radius, because they're above 3 and maybe above 4, but they are above 4. But I want to get a smooth transition. Now here, I haven't got too much of a worry because there's going to be no points here. And there's going to be no points over there when I build the corner up there, because I'm going to have another scenic area, I think, over there. Totally different to this one, totally different to that one, where that's going to be a big lump, if you like. And over here, it's going to be a smaller setup, because I want to try and incorporate the bottom a little bit more. But it's coming on. I've got the 10mm foam board. It's supposed to arrive today, but they've messaged me to say that it's coming tomorrow. Quick mouthful of my coffee. And the remainder of my board, I'm hopefully going to be able to model ribs down here to create my hill, because, like I say, I want the hill to be able to lift off, because I'll be knackered if I get derailment in there. So that's the plan. Things are going all right. Still short of track though. I need more straights, fixed set track straights, and I need more Pico points to help me out, because the Hornby ones, I'm not 100% with them. I might have to use them around my little shuttle area to run some 040s on, but then again the big frogs on them will cause problems. But I want more points. That's a bit of an update, a bit of a haphazard thing, but I hope you get the drift of it. And one day we'll have green on there. Right, so I'm still enjoying everything. I'm totally engrossed in what I'm doing, and it's really good to be on lockdown and have something fun to do. And it's all like a big puzzle, and I'm changing from 1 minute to the next, but it's working. My brain's working overtime, and that's saying something. So, speak to you soon. Bye bye.